Who do we got coming up here? One of my good friends.
We have really quickly fallen in man crush land with this guy, Allan Evans, CEO of Unusual Machines. Is that a place? Man Crush Land?
Yeah, well, with Allan,
it's the next place next to Star Wars.
Allan and I
land
talk more than me and my ex-wife ever talked. Allan, what's up, brother?
I mean, Sully, with those glasses, I mean, Man Crush Land is mutual. I love those.
Oh, as Mike rips his glasses off immediately.
Yeah,
So
it goes all ways, guys.
We have a product.
It's all over.
We have a product sponsor what are these things called again? The sponsor, Caddis, C-A-D-D-I-S.
Caddis Eyewear.
Good friend Paul Gomez, I beg your pardon, and his partner Rick Gonzalez started Quicksilver in Hurley. Remember Hurley? They started this company too, and they're coming there with us. The problem is that when I run out of contact lenses, you're dealing with this guy. And this
Good
guy.
laser. Those are great. You should just never buy new contact lenses.
I'm going to hear off the air what he really thinks about him. Yeah. Allan, of course, is the CEO of UMAC, Unusual Machines. You mentioned. Boy, I'll tell you, your life is. We never talk about numbers, and we never talk about stock in this company, in this program. But I have to say, your market cap has gone through the roof, and I think the other thing that's happening is between the folks that are getting involved in capital formation. I mean, this is a testament to how to run a company, or maybe run a country. No debt. Clean cap table, a clear picture on what you're going to do. Tell them what you're going to do before, then do it. I mean, I know that you're a humble guy, and I'm all serious. You and I goof around a lot, but at the end of the day, you really did show up with a company that's clean as a whistle, and not many public companies can say that. Can you talk about the structure, because you never had to take toxic financing, you never had to do a reverse split. I mean, it's one of those things in a company that you see very rare in a smaller cap NASDAQ company. Talk about that.
Yeah, so I think it starts. I came out of the venture background. I was a Silicon Valley startup kid. And so I look at the public markets as trying to provide the same opportunity with the same clarity. And so the whole team is, focused on cash flow. So we didn't do the thing where we cookie jar the company, where you see a lot of CEOs take big salaries or whatever else. And we really wanted to build it out. So if people invested, they got something without any sort of surprises. And getting people involved, they supported it. And we were able to really have a strong investor network, in part because whenever we do directly finance, we don't like pump beforehand or whatever. My job starts when we take money, and I have to get my investors an IRR. And I think that's really important. And in doing that, we've had investors that have stuck with us the whole way and helped us navigate when it's turbulent.
And what's interesting is this is a story about supply chain. This is a story about manufacturing and ramp manufacturing. Talk about the story in itself, and then talk about the company, because you're really in a pretty narrow lane business, but it also has an adoptable, addressable market that is probably endless, thinking about how technology is going.
Definitely. Supply chains are boring until something goes wrong. And then you wonder why cars are sitting on the parking lots in COVID, or, why there's no tests.
That's so true.
Right? So it's boring if we're doing it right. And really, it's long. So if we're placing orders for parts, and we do drone parts, we have to place orders 9 months ahead of time at least, with our supply network, to have parts so that we have them on the shelves when our customers come and ask for them. And so we've been building that out for about a year and a half. We're building a drone factory in Orlando, like a motor factory, which should come online here in about a month. All the stuff's in. Let's just hope we didn't screw it up too bad, but everything's looking good. And we're now placing orders for 9 to 12 months from now, so that we have the material that our customers need, with the way the government's really pushing drones.
Do you remember the first day we spoke ever on air? Was the day after the tariff nightmare happened. And one of our talking points, then, I'm reading the real talking points, is how UMAC will be affected by U.S. tariffs. I remember you writing here, Unusual Machines is a big beneficiary of tariffs. It's nearly 100% of the U.S. drone components has been served by Chinese companies. At the end of the day, you guys benefited on both ends of the tariff thing. Whether it happened or it didn't happen, it was actually a positive for you in the way you guys navigated that. Talk about how the tariffs made you want to pivot, but you didn't pivot, and you stayed strong, and look at where you're at now.
Yeah, well, tariffs, especially with the uncertainty, you start to question, like, what are you doing? Where are you getting your subcomponents? Where are you sourcing from? Should you just wait? We didn't, because we stuck with it. And the uncertainty has caused other competition to not show up. They took the wait approach, which is valid. And then it's actually given us a little headroom on margins. So we're seeing margin expansion while onshoring, which, who would have ever thought that would have happened? So it's been a real positive. Like, we're definitely one of the industries that is the tariffs and the goal of the tariffs to bring back the industry. It's working.
Allan Evans is the CEO, Unusual Machines, their ticker symbol UMAC. Sorry, Saul. Allan, with the new push with this administration, as far as the Pentagon and our armed forces are concerned, is that great news for you guys?
Well, I think war is bad news for everybody in general, but like,
yeah, thanks, Mike. One more day. We don't know. Excuse me. This just came in, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Just let's start with that. But
exactly.
Past that, the government wanting diversified supply chains, like not just wanting China as a supply chain for drones, and the amount of money they're putting there because they recognize that it's really important, not just defense, but for public safety, for national parks, for drone light shows, for all these other things. We're definitely a beneficiary of it, as so are so many drone companies, but there just aren't a lot of people doing maybe low-cost parts. So we're getting a lot of calls. It's good.
Hey, Allan, just for you, and as much as I will tell you this, I'll let you in on something. We'll have a surprise for you guys next week regarding UMAC in terms of a project we're doing with UMAC. But my question for you is you got 6 months left in the year. I know you guys, do a pro forma out probably 5 years, but you're really, as a CEO of a public company, you're probably looking 18 months out total. What are you looking most forward to? And has anything changed if I would ask that same question in January?
Vacation? I don't ever get it, but hopefully we stabilize and I can take one. No, I really think the market will have certainty by about November. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where the government, if they put their money where their mouth is, between here and the end of October. And really, like, where it goes. Does it go to FPV drones, which we specialize in, and to ISR drones, like the camera drones? Just get where the money gets spent. And I think that's going to dictate the next 2 or 3 years. So I'm looking forward to certainty there.
Good stuff. His name is Allan Evans. Wait, his brother Allan Evans. Allan Evans. I'll talk to you later. I love you more than my parents, man.
Unusual Machines. Ticker symbol is UMAC, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of Unusual Machines.
So a big old howdy to you to UMAC.
And you'll be seeing a lot more of us in just seconds.